the United States and Russia between them still have about 14,500 nuclear weapons. There are only 15,500 nuclear weapons in the whole world. Everybody else that has nuclear weapons between them has 1,000. The United States and Russia between them have the other 14,500. And so if we're going to make progress on reducing nuclear weapons and one day getting rid of them, it still has to be the United States and Russia that move forward. And there are no talks. There is no prospect of talks. No one sees any sign that the United States and Russia will reach agreement in the near future on cutting their nuclear weapons. If anything, what they see is the United States modernizing its nuclear weapons, the Russians modernizing their nuclear weapons, the British trying to decide about modernizing theirs, the French are in the middle of modernizing theirs, the Chinese are parading theirs. So, and the Indians and the Pakistanis are still making theirs, as are the Israelis and the North Koreans. So from the rest of the world's point of view, the prospect of nuclear disarmament has moved way beyond the horizon. And I'll tell you how far it's moved beyond the horizon in Washington, D.C. When he made his Prague speech a few years ago, President Obama said that he believed in a world free of nuclear weapons. He said, it may possibly not happen in my lifetime, but possibly means it possibly might. And he's what, 50-ish? So, you know. Hillary Clinton, who is running to be the next Democratic president of the United States, when she was Secretary of State, gave a speech in the State Department in which she said that, oh yeah, a world free of nuclear weapons, very important. We may get there in some century. So from Obama's lifetime to in some century. John Kerry, who replaced her as Secretary of State, he made a speech in which he said, oh yeah, it's a good idea, nuclear weapon-free world. At the rate we're going, it'll be however many centuries before we get there. So in other words, forget it. No one is going to make the diplomatic effort to make progress on this issue. So what's the rest of the world supposed to think? They promise not to make nuclear weapons in exchange for the countries with nuclear weapons giving them up. And it's not going to happen at this rate. So we have a very large crisis looming